Today we're going to go over your Beck's Depression Inventory Assessment that you completed. This was that self-assessment that you did that had the 21 questions that describe symptoms that you might be feeling. Each of these were about the level of severity of how you felt over the last couple weeks and that day. I just want you to know that this assessment is designed to be sensitive to mood changes throughout short periods of time, as well as it's very valid and reflects the level of depression at that current moment. I want to go over a few different scores with you and kind of explain what that means, and then talk about some things that I really want to further discuss to develop the best treatment plan possible for you and what will work. Let's go ahead and get started with your depression inventory. You did score a 32, which is considered severe. So what that means is by the answers that you gave, we're going to say that there's some high concern for maybe harming yourself or what your depression looks like in your everyday life. I'm very concerned on some of the questions too. So again, one of those was that you answered one way in one sort of questionnaire and another way about your thoughts of suicide in a different area, and that would have been in your scale for suicide ideation. You answered very differently, so I really want to kind of go over that with you and see where your head might have been at that time, if there was any confusion, what your thoughts are today as well, so that if we need to discuss anything further for you before you leave, I would really enjoy doing that. On your hopelessness scale, you did score in the moderate range, which means that you're showing signs of hopelessness. That's loss of motivation. You feel a decrease in your future, like what that looks like for you, decrease in maybe wanting to go out and do things. I kind of want to see, let's pinpoint maybe some things that you really want to work on and build on so that we can maybe help lower that score and help you feel a little more energetic and motivated to do some things. And then your Beck anxiety inventory, you did score moderate in that as well. With all of these three scores together, that's where our concern comes in, and we really want to help develop that treatment plan for you. Again, for your suicide ideation, it was very conflicting compared to your first scores. So I really want to go ahead and touch base further with that. I think that what we can do now is, after discussing that, if we need to develop a plan for you, whether it's increasing therapy, I think we should maybe complete a couple more assessments today about, your thoughts of suicide, and build a kind of a support that maybe you can go to. I also think that we can redo this assessment in a couple weeks, maybe after we talk a little bit and kind of pinpoint maybe some of those areas for you. Maybe we complete this and see kind of where you're at. I think we do have some options as well. We have medication that's always available, but if that's not what you want, we can always do further assessments. And again, I think increasing therapy or building that support and identifying some of these, confusion pieces for you would be best to further your treatment.